This thing is a parasite. You witnessed a death. Now it's latched onto you.
Hi, Parker. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am doing great. I have to say, I loved Smile when I first saw it as a metaphor for repressed trauma, right, and how it affects us and those around us. Smile 2 takes that and also adds this exploited pop star element. Can you talk about why you wanted to take it to that setting?
Well, I knew that if I was going to approach a sequel, I didn't want to just do any sort of like obvious continuation or a retread of the first. That I wanted to do something that really, had Smile running through its DNA, but also had its own identity, its own metabolism, and offered some audiences something new and fresh and exciting. And that was really how I landed on this character of Sky Riley, this mega pop star, and this world that felt so far from the world of the first, and also I think from what we expect from horror in the first place. It just felt so powerful and ripe.
Absolutely. And speaking of Sky, obviously Naomi's amazing. The songs are popping. The choreography even adds to the story itself too. How closely did you work with her and the creative team to get all of that right?
I mean, it's such an incredible collaboration, and it was a lot of work early on. The 2 days after I cast Naomi, we got her in the studio doing pre-records, and working with her and our songwriters and music producers, as well as our choreographer. It was such a team effort, but it was this really, really intense undertaking, this crazy challenge to do in the middle of also doing this really intense horror film. So it was a lot, but Naomi is so talented and really handled it all so gracefully. And she was a dream to work with.
Oh, I love that. Now, one thing that really stood out to me was how much bigger the gore is in this one than the first one. Is that almost all about having a bigger a sandbox to play in, or did you want to approach it that way for a specific reason?
I wanted to make sure that that if we were coming back, that there was more for the audience to sink their teeth into. And so, more frights, more anxiety, bigger violence and gore, all that nasty stuff, all the supernatural elements, coming back in a way that are both familiar yet surprising in how they're going to scare you, was really important to me to offer something that felt like a really exciting experience for an audience coming back.
And without spoilers, I will say the ending of this one really just kicks the door open for any number of possible continuations. I know the first was kind of written as a standalone, but for this one, did you have 3 in mind?
Well, I do think that there's so many exciting places that Smile could go. For me, it's still always about wanting to do something thematically rich and that's centered on, character stories. I love where this film goes, and right now I'm excited for audiences to see Smile too, and hopefully if they embrace it, I think that there could be a really interesting future for Smile.
Finally, who has the most amount of takes to get the perfect smile?
Everybody was really good at delivering their smile in this film. I would say that because of the technical intensity of it, Lucas Gage, who I think has one of the best smiles in the whole film, it needed to be so specific and so dialed in such an intense way that we really, had to really hone in and get it there. But Lucas's smile is amazing.
Well, props to you and him for getting it there.
Definitely.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Have
you.
a great day.